Hey guys, so the first thing we're going to do today is go through all these drawers and we're going to kind of clean them out, figure out what I want, what I don't want, and just kind of organize them a little bit. So the first drawer that I'm going to pull out here is my foundation drawer with concealers and powders, and we're just going to go through it and see what I don't need anymore. First thing I'm getting rid of is this. I swear by this stuff. I love it. It's my favorite drugstore foundation. It is the L'Oreal True Match Nude Hyaluronic Acid Tinted Serum, and it just comes like this, but it's old. It's definitely more than 2 years old, and I actually have a backup of this that I just bought, which you will see in an upcoming haul video. This has 1% pure hyaluronic acid, so that's pretty cool, but we're getting rid of this one because this one's really icky. This I'm keeping, even though I don't love it. I'm gonna keep it and still play with it. Literally love this stuff, keeping it. This stuff I bought originally for my wedding and never actually ended up using it for that. So I used the Unique makeup instead, but I do like this stuff, so we're gonna keep it. This I haven't gotten to play with enough to know if I like it or not. It's been a while since I've had this, so we should probably figure out if I like it or not, like, soon. I don't know about this one. This is old. This one's old. This is Neutrogena Radiant Tinted Moisturizer. This is super old and never really matched my skin tone, so I don't need this anymore. We're gonna get rid of this. These concealers, I don't think I'm going to get rid of any of them. I was looking at them and I don't think I want to get rid of any of them. They don't even make this concealer anymore, and it's the True Match L'Oreal. Correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think they make this anymore. And this is the Estee Lauder Double Wear. This is the Tarte Shape Tape, which I love. This I'm almost out of. It's the Even Better Clinique one, which I really happen to like. And this is the Quickie from Urban Decay, and this is the HD filter from NYX. So I like all of those. I'm going to keep those. Keeping all my powders. This is about Bobbi Brown powder. I don't think I've ever used this, so we're going to keep that. My 2 Shape Tapes. My Unique one. And then this, they don't actually make this anymore because I tried to find it and they don't make it anymore. It's All Nighter powder, which really sucks because I loved it. This is the Laura Mercier Under Eyes Setting Powder. And this is the Kimchi Puff Pass powder. So we're going to keep all that. This is what my drawer looks like now. Content. Like I said, I have a lot more to fill it with, but we'll do a haul video with that. It is a mess in itself. The first, I'm just going to pick out what I know I'm getting rid of. I've never used this. This is the KNC or VC Collection Eye Primer. Never used it. Never heard of this brand. Don't want it. These are my 2 NYX Jumbo Eye Pencils. I'm debating whether or not I want to keep them. They're old, but I don't know. Maybe I'll just keep them because the white is really nice to have if, like, you're doing a nice, like a color that's not as opaque as you want it to be. And the Strawberry Milk one is just a classic to have, so maybe I'll keep them. And then this one is a Anastasia eye primer. I don't know much about this, so I'll keep it, but it's Anastasia, I'll keep it. This is the Shape Tape eye primer. I do like this a lot, so I'm going to keep it. This is relatively new. I bought a new one. This is Urban Decay Anti-Aging Primer Potion, so we're going to keep that. And I believe that's all my eye primers that I have. Yeah, but that's all the eye primers I have. I had to get these highlighters out of the way. These are the face primers that I have. I have the e.l.f. Power Grip. This is the All Nighter Urban Decay primer, face primer. I love this stuff so stinking much. I use it almost daily, and I should have bought another one today. Because while I'm filming this, you are seeing this probably tomorrow, so you're probably seeing this September 22nd, I think. But today all the Urban Decay stuff is 20% off at Ulta, so I should have bought this. This I'm getting rid of. The Marshmallow Primer I will keep. The Impossible Primer I will keep. This I'm not keeping. This is the No Problem Primer from Touch and Soul. I'm not keeping it. This I will keep, however. This is the Age Perfect L'Oreal Primer. That is a Professional Primer. This is the Professional Hydrating Primer. This is some L'Oreal primer I just found recently. And then this is the Pore Filler NYX stick. I love it a lot. This is a lot like the putty primer. I don't use putty primers, so we're gonna get rid of this one as well. These two things are my favorites. These are highlighters from Tarte. We're gonna keep those. We're gonna keep my two Ofras that are in the back. This I don't think I've ever touched. Yeah, I've never touched that, so we're gonna get, well, that's a nice bronzer shade. No, it's not. It's too orange for me. Ah, I stabbed it. We're gonna get rid of this. Okay, next we're gonna keep this. This is the Hourglass Trio. I use it as like a kind of like a setter, but almost like a highlighter, so I really like this. Plus this color here makes a really good eyeshadow color. We're keeping our Skin Lights. I like that. I absolutely love my Clinique highlighter, so we're gonna keep that. It's so pretty. And then we're gonna keep the two Space Cases. I like those. So this is how clean this drawer has come to be. We've gotten rid of about a good amount of stuff, I would say, out of this drawer. This is my blush and bronzer drawer. So I have all three of these High School Musical ColourPop blushes. I don't touch them. Like, I just don't touch them. That's super pretty, which I'm gonna keep that one. That's a little too pink for me. We'll see. And that one's perfect. So I think I'm gonna keep those two and get rid of this pink one. This is my Clinique bronzer, Powder Pop bronzer. I love this one, so we're gonna keep that. This is also a really nice little bronzer too. It's the L'Oreal Infallible one, which great marketing on their part for this, because it's basically just like buy a foundation that's a different color. And then this I'm keeping. This is the Hula Honey. It was Wet n Wild. I love this one and I love this one. I don't use these two as much, but those two are perfect. Oops, sorry about that. Grab what else is in here. All right, this is a small Tarte blush. I definitely want to keep that. In the shade Seduce. I like this, so we're gonna keep that. This is one of my all-time favorite blushes. It's just been around for probably 5 years. I can't get enough of this blush. It's the Pretty Vulgar blush, and it's just really beautiful. I don't want to part with it yet, but I've had this for so stinking long. It might go in a Project Pan video. This is the Makeup of the Day. I hate this packaging. We're gonna get rid of it. I'm never gonna use it. This has been my go-to like every day recently as like a topper. The Willa from Benefit, so we're keeping that. Selena Gomez Rare Beauty blush, keeping it. This I don't use much because I just don't like it, but I haven't used it enough, so I can't say anything. It's got a nice little buffer at the bed and on the back. That's just not my shade of blush at all, but we'll see. I want to play with this a little bit more to see if I want to get rid of it. This is my bronzing stick from Clinique, which we're going to keep. This is my NARS blush in Deep Throat, which is super old, and it feels like sticky, like something spilled all over it. So I think I'm gonna pass this on. And I don't, by pass it on, I mean trash it. This is a really nice mattifying blush. I'm not into matte blushes at the moment. I'm very into like shiny, glimmery blushes. But this is really, really, really pretty. So I am gonna keep this because it is like a really nice satin look. This one, I don't know if I want to keep. This is from Rare Beauty. I haven't played with it enough to know if I love it or not. I don't love the cream shade of this, but I think I'm going to give it another chance. So we're going to keep it. This is literally broken. It is a Winky Lux blush, and I can take the whole blush out. So we are going to throw that out. And these two things I've been using every single day. This is what I've been loving. And I'll put it, they're probably gonna make it to a favorites video. They're the blush tapes, so keeping those. This was my favorite drawer to go through because I love blushes and bronzers, but I have so many of them I don't know what to do with them. So I'm glad I kind of broke it down. If I were to break it down anymore, I'd get rid of these two. But I want to keep them for now just to see. This is going to be the palette drawer. I have other palettes up at the top. But this is going to be like random palettes and single eyeshadows. So going with the singles, this is in Maui Wowie. I want to keep all my Urban Decay singles just because I love them. This one's in Chopper. This one is in YDK. And this one is in Half Baked, I guarantee you. Yeah. So these, if I were to repurchase any of these eyeshadows in here at all, these would be the ones I repurchase. These four. They are my go-to, like, perfect ones. I got them when they were on sale. I'm not big into ColourPop. I'm really not. And that's not a shade for me, so we're gonna get rid of that. This shade I get so many compliments on. This is wicked beautiful, so we're gonna keep this in the shade Uptown, I want to say. My god, I can't even read. This is Ladybird, but I'm definitely keeping that one because this is really pretty. I never used this. See, this yellow is pretty and this yellow is pretty, and I don't have a lot of yellows. And like this one's really pretty. Like if it was just this row, I'd use this row, but none of these I would ever use. Like especially the blues, I just don't go for blue. I'm gonna hold on to it and see if I use it in the next couple months, and if I don't, I'll get rid of it. The next one I'm debating on getting rid of is this East High one. I don't use any of these colors. Someone will enjoy that. Actually, you know what? Let's get rid of this too. This is my SpongeBob one. Now this has a lot of glitters in it. I don't know if I want to get rid of this one either. I feel like these two colors, these two palettes are very, very similar. And if I were to keep one, it would be this Lilo and Stitch one. So I'm actually going to keep Lilo and Stitch. Get rid of the Nautical Knot. Oh, see, there's that color right there. Let's watch it. Because this is like that rainbow color that I wasn't sure if... See, that's pretty. That green is really nice. I don't know. No, we're gonna get rid of that. This is from Korea. My sister-in-law brought this back for me. I really haven't touched it, so I'm gonna keep it. take the plastic out of it though, like, jeez. Oh, that's why it has the colors on it, but whatever. So, keep that there. Natasha Denona. I'm not a huge fan of her palettes. Like, I feel like the glitter shades really fall out really bad, but I do love it, so I'll keep it. This one is pretty brand new to me. I just bought this one like last month, so I bought it primarily for this gold color. It's a Morphe palette, so we're keeping that. This is a Revlon palette, which I don't think I've ever actually opened. No, I've never actually opened it. So we can... I've literally never opened it. We're gonna pass this along. This Milani palette is perfect if you want... Oh my god, I keep like sticking my fingers in them. This Milani palette is perfect if you want like an all matte look. Which I happen to love all matte looks, so we're gonna keep this. This is my Clinique palette. I'm gonna keep it. I have I have a Wet n Wild palette color icon here. I don't really gravitate towards this one, but I will keep it because it's pretty. And then this is the e.l.f. one, which is very similar to this one, which I do want to keep both. Natasha Denona. So this gives me the same color almost as this that I liked from that SpongeBob palette, so I'm happy to have it. And this also gives me a yellow, and it gives me a pink, and so I'm okay with holding on to this one. Okay, these are the Huda Beauty palettes. I gotten so much use out of this. I do love this yellow color, and I do love that color there, so we're keeping that. And then this other Huda one, we're keeping this one as well because it's so pretty. So we're keeping those two. This I've never opened, but I gotta keep it for nostalgia purposes. It's the Rachel palette from Friends. Okay, and then this is an eyeshadow from Julep. I'm gonna get rid of it because I don't use pens. So next we're gonna go through the lip products. This is high-end, this is drugstore. That's kind of how I keep them separated. I use little glossy boxes to do that. First thing, I don't think I'm getting rid of any of this, just gonna be honest, but we'll take a look. I want to be cutthroat, but we'll see. This is my Charlotte Tilbury lip gloss, not getting rid of that. This is my Buxom, not getting rid of that. This is a Ciante London one, we can get rid of this. This is my Too Faced lip injection. I've been through a bunch of these. I've bought another one and just haven't used it because so many other ones have come out with plumpers. For example, these two are plumpers, so I just haven't had the chance to use this, but we're gonna keep it. This was the Pillow Talk, or whatever this one was called, from It Cosmetics, so I'm gonna keep that because I love that lipstick. This is from the Cherry line from Urban Decay, Cherry Vice palette. These three are from the Game of Thrones palette, which is old. Like, this was from like 2020, 2021. So I'm gonna open them up and see what they look like. I'll never wear that color, so I don't know why I keep it. I will never wear that color. Why am I keeping it? There's no way I'll ever wear that color. Okay, so I want to keep at least one of them. So I'm going to keep this one because it looks like it's the one I've worn the most. This is a Benefit lip tint in the color Rosewood. Obviously I bought this because it was in the color Rosewood from Pretty Little Liars, so I'm gonna keep that. I don't use Light Beauty. Oh, that is a really pretty color though. Maybe we keep that. This is my Rare Beauty lipstick, and this is my one of my newer Urban Decay lipsticks, so we're gonna keep that. Going into this little container here, I absolutely love these lip vinyls. I wore them for my wedding and it was wonderful, stayed all day. I don't want this. This came from an Ipsy bag, don't want it. I have 3 lip vinyls. I have 2 of these NYX liquid lipsticks. Definitely love them, going to keep them. I don't think I'm getting rid of anything in here. This is the Powder Puff. I don't like this one. We're gonna get rid of this one. I just said we're getting rid of none of these in here, and here I am getting rid of them. We're gonna get rid of this High School Musical color. I don't want it. I don't use it. I never used this. This is a matte light crayon. We'll keep it. What is... Why do I own a red lipstick like that? Red. Okay, we'll keep it. Going through these. This is the Click It. We'll keep it. These I just recently got in a box. I'm not going to wear them, so I'm going to pass them along to somebody who will wear them. This is in Dubai, and I'm not even sure what brand this is anymore, so we're going to get rid of that. And then we're going to keep all of these because I love all of those. Okay, I feel good about that drawer as well. This is my spare drawer. It's just got a couple of bags in here. Extra mascara, extra brow setter, powder puffs, extra sponges in here, and then my Estee Lauder night balm. This is the last little bin I have up here. This is going to be for random palettes. I have Berries and Cream Dreams. This is a Violet Voss palette. I'm not keeping that. This is an Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. I will keep this one. This is a Laura Geller, I'm pretty sure, yep. Again, it's got so many pretty colors, but I will never use it. The Naked Reloaded. I'm gonna keep this one. This Tarte palette. We're gonna keep this one too. This one is Fenty. It's the only thing I've actually ever owned from Fenty, and I've never opened it before, so we're gonna keep this. This is from Ace Beauty. I've never used it. I've kept it for that Utopia color, but I don't want it. And this is the Morphe Natural Flirt palette, which I bought but I've never used. So we're gonna keep this in case I ever have to do makeup for somebody. That's the reason I'm keeping that. There you go. Okay, now to see what we're getting rid of. So all of these palettes can go to a different home. They're not old. They can go somewhere else. These 2 blushes are not old. They can go somewhere else. They can go to a good home. This thing can go to a good home. These 2 can go to a good home. I've never touched those, and they're not old. The rest of this has either been used or old, or I just don't feel comfortable giving away to somebody. So these are going to go to someone. These are going to just go. Hope you enjoyed this video, and we got rid of a good amount of stuff today. Thank you so much, guys.